Hi Vikas. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also good.
Ready for our first session?
Yeah, ready for the first session as a author. Hello Priya ji.
Hello.
People are joining.
Brilliant, yeah. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
So I, I think it's 8 o'clock. No, should we start?
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock.
Should we
Yeah.
start?
Yeah, we should start.
Okay. So सबसे पहले start करने से पहले you have to say like अपनी किताब पे हाथ रख के जो भी मैं कहूँगा सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूँगा. Do that.
अनफॉर्चुनेटली मेरी किताब मेरे पास आई नहीं है, तो यहाँ पे एक रैंडम कोई टेक्स्ट बुक रखी है.
हाँ,
आई कैन कीप माई हैंड ऑन इट से जो भी कहूंगा सच कहूंगा.
आते हुए.
Yeah. Thank you, Priya ji. Priya ji is commenting. Congratulations. So thank you so much for it, and thank you so much for joining.
क्या वो भाई? Take a book and show it.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm having a copy over here. So जो भी मैं कहूँगा सच कहूँगा and सच के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूँगा.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah.
So, 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 uh, so guys, we are in conversation with Shubham Joshi, right? And Shubham ने
Yeah.
किताब recent क्या नाम है किताब का?
So the name of the book is Strange 5 Hours 20 Minutes,
Okay.
and it is represented by the book bakers and published by Loxley Hall Publishing. So it is in pre-order phase, and it will be like released by 5th August. That is tomorrow.
Okay. So guys, जो भी whoever has joined just now, you can actually get his book free of cost today. If you stay with us for the whole time, and if you take part in the competition and the giveaway, he's happy to give books for everyone who has joined, or 2 books to people who have joined today. Okay, so we'll tell about the competition in a while. But Shubham, tell us about you, man. Where do you come from? I mean, what are your parents? What does your parents do? So just generally, so that we know who we are talking to. Now, first, don't give actual names and places, because
Yeah.
जो trolls हैं Twitter वाले, they will come and knock your door. So keep it
Ah,
as I don't know,
yeah.
as possible. But tell us who you are. Like, people should know who
Uh,
you are.
so, so thank you for it. So I haven't been, at the same place for a very long time in my life. So till 12th, till my school, I was at my hometown. So, it's a very small town, and I come from a very, normal middle class family, not from very shosha or not from someone, coming from a writing family, that kind of thing. So I come from a very small hometown, but the town I come from has a very good mythological importance. If you have heard the story of Takshak Nag, right, or the story of where all the snakes from the world were brought and burnt in the yag. So that story belongs to my hometown. I don't want to name it right now. Let keep that curious. So I come from there. And after that, I shifted to a new city for my college. I was there. Then after that, I shifted to a different city, different state for my job. Now I shifted to Pune in January. So it's been a few months I have been in Pune. So just exploring Pune weather.
Yeah. So, do you agree with me when I say that writing is like expressing your feelings, like you're putting your feelings in words, right? You're
Yeah.
putting things in words, and whoever writes, right? Whoever becomes author, they have lot to say. They have lot to say about things. They have lot to say about emotions. Yeah, do you agree with that?
I, I definitely agree. In fact, I had to revisit my same written novel again and again so that, I can shortlist it and keep the small part there because the story was like
Right.
60,000.
It was a yes and no question. So do you agree?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, I completely agree.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Now my actual question is, were you not loved in your childhood that you had to write?
Uh, it is not like that, I have been loved. I have been loved a lot because I'm the youngest in my family. We are four siblings and I'm the youngest. So And that is one of the reason, I got to choose my professional career, by my choice. And, I was not forced to do something. And they, supported me during the whole journey,
Yeah.
whether, choosing banking or then writing. So it is not the part, but, I believe that if, not getting loved is results into writing such good books, which come into, top 4 from the very first week on Amazon in hot new release, or which, which stands next to Agatha Christie or Richard Osman from the very first week, then I would be gladly, say no to love. Don't, प्यार की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं book लिखूंगा.
I mean, so, when you feel sad, when you face difficulties, when you face challenges, then you shine yourself, right? So that is okay. So moving on to the next question. So tell me the wildest thing you have done in your life, like किसी का खून कर दिया हो, किसी की कहीं से कोई किसी को मार दिया हो, कुछ ऐसा wildest thing you have done in life, like you have jumped from Burj Khalifa, you have ran in front of a train, तो ऐसा कुछ खतरनाक सा कुछ किया है या फिर and also before you answer, also what is the wildest thing your character has done in the book? So 2 things, yeah. One, wildest, and what your character has done wildest.
So let's talk about the first, protagonist of my story, Granth. So Granth is like a super adventurous person. He's spontaneous. He doesn't think, twice before making any decision. So that is the story of, Strange 5 hours, 20 minutes. This is how it starts, and this is the whole story about that Granth makes some, stupid decisions, and then he leads to something very dangerous. And then while coming out of this, while making his way, he understands the ways of life. He understands that, what he was thinking, that, he is making all the mistakes and this is not where he's supposed to be. So this is the way out. So by during those, 5 hours, 20 minutes of journey, which started as a stupidity, makes him, gives him a life-changing perspective. So this is the whole story is about. So the character of Granth is definitely more adventurous than me. I am also adventurous at a certain levels, but definitely I will never, run to catch a train, or I will never jump off, 10th floor or Burj Khalifa even.
Do you mean that you made nice choices, like your character Granth?
See, if you will talk about my life, then definitely, I have been like definitely not something stupid like jumping off the 10th floor or Burj Khalifa. But I have made some, unconventional choices in my career. Like I resigned from a, well-paid job as per the society of being a manager in a bank, and jumped to start from zero to become a freelancer as a yoga instructor. Then I was like started working on this novel in 2013, and I felt that this hectic schedule and job is not letting me follow my passion and dream. So in 2019, I dropped off my job and finally decided I will never get into corporate career.
So
then
there is actually there's actually a question that what was the transition from yoga to writing, and what is better catharsis, yoga or writing?
Both are at different levels. See, I always, loved practicing yoga since my early childhood. Plus, I also, loved reading short stories from my textbook. And I always felt a connection, like if you have heard of story called Mati Wali, or from the Kafan Upanyas Sohag Ka Sav of Munshi Premchand.
I heard.
So all that stories, they were, that is like amazing story, I guess you should read sometime. If you talk about the emotions, then the way they capture the emotions, it's brilliant. So I always had the zeal to, write, but I didn't know the way out. I always loved practicing yoga, but I didn't know that you can make actually, professional career in yoga or writing. So that came along with time, and then I realized, okay, instead of, pushing myself every day to go to a job which I really don't want to. So
okay.
Before there is a question we should answer.
Yeah.
How about have a yoga practitioner as your protagonist in your next? Definitely, Priyaji, you're giving me such a brilliant idea. And I will get inspired by you first because you do a brilliant, asanas which I really need to learn from you. Yes, you're saying something.
Before we move on, let me tell this giveaway to everyone. So uh, जो giveaway शुभम ने arrange किया है, वो that will work like this. So you go ahead and buy his book now. You go ahead and buy his book now. Give the screenshot of that purchase in this chat or DM it to me or Shubham. And during this interview, whoever buys the book, the first two people will get full refund on the book. They'll get like an Amazon coupon or something. So go ahead and buy that book now. Go ahead and buy his book. What is your book name?
Strange 5 hours 20 minutes. Yeah. You'll find it easily. Just type Strange 5 hours and on Amazon it will come back.
Go and buy that book now and send the screenshot now in DM to him or me, and then you'll get the full refund. So that's the giveaway. It's very simple. Buy the book now and get full refund. We have 2 books to give away. Moving on, Shubham bhai. So you have written a book, right? It's a pretty big thing, right? People dream of writing books. They start writing books, but they don't finish it because on some other things, right? You're like, I see like you are like really intelligent guy, yeah.
Thank you.
No,
I hope so.
Do you
before getting on the next question, I believe I should accept it.
But
Yes.
No, you're not intelligent. That is what I want to know.
Okay.
So are
Let's
you?
see. Let's see. I believe I am intelligent,
Okay.
and you should always be, confident about yourself. Everything else is a part.
Simple questions, yeah, which a 10-year-old can answer. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can answer questions. So
Okay.
the process of how the plane flies in the. It's very heavy. It's full of luggages. It's full of people. How does the plane fly?
See, it is about turbulence, right? Like in water, we have this buoyancy. In the same way, air we have turbulence, and it's about the opposing force.
Plane. Okay. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. I'm comparing both. Like in the water, we have this, buoyancy. In the same way, in the air, we have this turbulence force. We have this, force opposing. We just need to know the definition. Let me get back to physics. The definition is force equals to ma. That is mass into acceleration. So they are just creating the force equals to the multiplication of mass. That is the weight of the plane and acceleration.
So why are tennis balls?
Sorry.
Why are tennis balls yellow?
Again, the concept should be of wavelength, I guess. Because first thing is the tennis ball moves very fast in the game. So it is about seeing it. It is about able to see. So I guess the other color like white and black should not be that much visible. Plus, wavelength is the first thing when it comes to colors. The way WebGear is designed. So that may be the reason. So that it should be properly visible to the player and to the audience.
Okay. So we'll give you that you are intelligent now. But are you brave?
Okay. Yes, I am. That I can say. Yes, I am.
Yeah. I mean, of course, see, you said that you were engineer and then you changed the career. You didn't want to do corporate job. So you changed the career, pushed back to yoga, which is pretty brave, right? Pretty brave. I think it's pretty.
Yeah, I actually feel it's pretty brave and stupid as well at the same time.
No.
But let's keep the first one first.
I don't think it's stupid at all. I think if you are following your passion, it is.
Yeah.
So first of all, congratulations for that. You are an inspiration.
Thank you.
Now.
Thank you so much.
Questions and see where you stand with that. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah. Perfect. Let's do it.
And on abrogation of 370, Article 370, Jammu and Kashmir.
Just give me the question back. There was some interruption, so I can.
So Article 370 was abrogated, right? 4-5 years ago. Where do you stand on that, making Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory?
It's right actually, because I believe, I have always believed since my early childhood when we actually read those, civil rights for citizens. So the first right we have is, everything come and stuck to the same point. The first right is right to equality. And then again, we are having a lot of things, lot of laws which, denies it.
Yeah.
So I guess, I always had this, this is a very interesting topic. So I always had this debate in the school whenever it comes to speaking about something. I always said either the, government should remove the point of saying right to equality,
Okay.
or either should, make it follow properly, because everything comes to there and stuck it.
Okay. So now very important question. Yeah, you have to brace yourself for this. Yeah, very
okay.
And you have to reply. No diplomatic answers. Yeah.
Okay.
So are
yeah.
you supporter or anti-national?
Am I Modi supporter or anti-national?
Yeah.
Okay. I really need to think of it, because the first thing, let's not, call it Modi supporter or anti-national. Let's call it, are you a BJP supporter, or, you're not, you're supporting any other party, because not supporting Modi or not supporting the present central government, or not supporting the PM of country doesn't make you anti-national. It simply makes you, you have some disagreements and disapprovals with the things going on. So I would say, yeah, so it is not diploma. It is again, I'm just saying that, like this is the general mentality right now going on. Yeah. That either you are Modi supporter, or you are, you are against. Hello, Arti, thank you for joining. Or you are against, the Hindutva, or, the Indian nation and everything, right?
Okay.
So the question, let me rephrase the question for everyone. I just want to speak about it. Let me rephrase the question. Sorry?
You are avoiding the question and you are giving diplomatic answer. Okay.
I am the supporter of humanity. Let me come back to you. I am the supporter of humanity.
Okay, brilliant.
Okay. So it's right now. Let me just give you one more sentence. Right now, seeing the situation of the country, I guess you can, everyone in the chat or everyone who will see the video can find the answer. And if you find the answer, just drop a WhatsApp, comment in the comment section what my answer should be.
Okay. So
yeah.
So this is an author interview. Yeah, you are an author.
Yeah.
Shubham, what is your book name?
My book name is Strange 5 Hours 20 Minutes.
And we are doing a giveaway. Whoever buys the book during this interview and sends a screenshot to either him or me will get the full refund. That's the giveaway, right? We have 2 books to give away. Yeah. Now let's talk about books. Yeah. So Shubham bhai, there are 10 lakh 10 लाख किताबें एक साल में पब्लिश होती है पूरी दुनिया में. 10 किताबें एक साल में पब्लिश होती है पूरी दुनिया में. 90,000 किताबें होती है इंडिया में पब्लिश. तो भाई आपकी किताब को क्यों पढ़ेगा?
See, the story is not something, Strange 5 Hours, 20 minutes. It's not something which I have, written in a year or 6 months. The story has always been with me. I was just checking my notes today, the moment I started writing was in August 2013. So 2013 से लेके मैंने 2020-21 लिया है उस story को finish करने में. And that story, as like we were talking about my career profession, my professional choices, and the way, you're saying that you are, you take risk, right? And you are following your passion. So the story of Granth, the lead character of my novel, Strange 5 Hours 20 Minutes, has helped me, at the point where I was very low, where I was not sure that what I'm doing with my life. The story of Granth from here, helped me to actually make those decisions, to actually take that risk, in my career, in my life, actually go against the family. And already, everyone who was saying that it is a dumb decision to, just leave a well-paid job, or, going into something which is not sure, which is like freelancing, like yoga or writing. So I believe this story will definitely going to help every reader, no matter, what you're facing in your life. It will help you to find your way. And it is not a self-help book, let me tell you. It is a proper mystery thriller, which has part of erotica as well, and it is very interesting to read. It is not a very big book, that you will get bored. It is very short and very quick, and it will keep you, entangled till the end at what happens next. But it is a must read. Plus, the story has something that's strong that, in the very first piece, It was in the top, in mystery genre. Right now, there are 90,000 one-leg books are there live on Amazon. It was in the top 36 next to Agatha Christie and, Richard Osman. Thank you. And it was in the top 4 in the very first week. So just by reading the blurb, you will understand that this story is really interesting. So, I believe the story should reach to everyone because it will help every person in one way or the other to find their ways of life. Like, it had helped me, and like it has, helped Granth. How did he find his ways of life while getting stuck in a journey?
So
It's a story of facing the fears.
That's really good answer, bhai. That's really good answer. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
How do you measure success of your books? Like when will you say, okay, this book is successful? What will
repeat that? Sorry, can I get it again?
No, sorry. What is the success criteria of the books? Like what should happen where you say that, okay, this book is successful for me?
See, that's a very good question again. This interview is getting more and more fun. So yesterday only, last evening, I have posted something on Facebook. It's a very big, article. It's about the journey. It's about, I'm looking back to the past. So I have written there, I believe in the sense of satisfaction. I don't believe in, getting excited because excitement brings nervousness. Excitement brings fears, fears of what it won't happen. At the same time, the sense of satisfaction is something permanent. It will stay with you for, long time. So being an author or being a first-time writer, my motto was to, get this story out. Because if it had helped me being in my mind, to make such big decision at the young age. So it will definitely help people. So my first motto was to get it on paper in the form of a book so that it can reach to people. So for right now, a success, I don't believe in. I believe in getting, satisfaction because success failures are very timid and when it's not permanent. It's very fragile. It can break anytime. So the sense of satisfaction is it should, reach to maximum people it can. Okay. And later on, although I'm happy that, I'm getting a decent response from the very first day. There are a lot of people in the comment section also, Priyaji and RPG. There are a lot of people who have bought the book. You will be buying the book now, okay? So there are a lot of people who have bought the book, and that made me into top ranking. So I'm very glad and thankful to them. So my motto is sense of satisfaction, so that the book can reach. That will come when the book will reach to maximum people it can. So when it comes to the verdict, when it comes to the success as per the societal point again,
okay.
Like how the person seeing it. It all depends. As an author, I can write the book. I can try to market and promote it, right? Like right now, what we are doing is one of the point of it. So the person reading it, I hope and believe that it will help the person, and the person would help, like the book in some way or the other. But if it doesn't even, then if you'll see, the author of the interviews of Paulo Coelho or any other author who is very famous, they will say it's about, writing what's in your mind. It's about how you feel, projecting them. The result will definitely vary person to person because there are a lot, n number of genres out there. Okay. Every person has different taste of reading. So if someone is not at all interested in reading mystery, thriller, erotica, and you will serve him, mystery thriller, or if someone is reading into fun book and you are, sharing them, or if he or she is buying a book where a person is getting murdered. So you are, pointing to the wrong market. You are giving the book, but the person is not it. So that is the point.
Okay, got it. I have one question. So now that you have you have taken 10 years to write the book, it's like passion project, like you are like really passionate of the book and all. If you have to change one thing about the book, what would that be? And don't say author, yeah? We want to have you as an author of the book.
Thank you for it. See, the simple life funda of me being, someone who is very comfortable in his own skin, who doesn't give a damn about what people think of me. My simple, mindset is everything happens at its own time and its, own way. So I really don't wish to change anything.
Okay.
But if you really want me to ask, say anything that, anything I really wish to change about the book, then I would say that, the book I could have, completed a little early, and it could have, published a little early. Although it was just because of the COVID and all. Although I'm glad that I have survived COVID, and the people who are, there who have survived. I'm glad. So it anyways happens at its own time. So we should not, think of changing anything. Either we should be happy that finally it came out.
Now a counterproductive question. Everyone interview, if you go, they will ask you why they should buy your book. I am going to ask you why people should not buy your book.
See, if you are not into mystery thriller, or if you are not, if you are very uncomfortable, the book is 18 and above. So those who are, seeing, or those who will be seeing this interview, the book is 18 and above. So if you are not comfortable, the book should be in your home. If something 18 and above, then definitely you should not buy a book. And the most important thing is, if you are not a fan of a good book, then don't buy. If you are not a fan of good book, then you should not buy.
Keep the children away from the book.
Yes, it's 18 and above. It's clearly mentioned on Amazon. You should, so that's a note. You should keep the children away.
Yeah.
But anyways, you cannot keep the children away from anything. There are Netflix, Amazon,
Okay. Brilliant. Okay.
Oh, maybe, just one more thing. Maybe reading this book, I'm not suggesting you that your children should read, but maybe reading this book, your kids will get inspired, or, they will find, okay, this is a career option, and this is something I can also do. If this person sitting over there, he looks like he can do.
So before we move on to the next section, those who have joined recently, I'm in conversation with Shubham Joshi. Shubham, what is the name of your book?
So my book is Strange 5 Hours 20 Minutes. It is, represented by the Book Bakers Literary Agency.
Yeah.
And published by Loxley Hall Publishing. And touchwood, it has been ranked in, top list and top rankings on Amazon in hot new release, plus in the mystery genre as well.
We are doing a giveaway. So Shubham is going to give 2 books for the people who buy the book right now during this interview. If they buy the book and send the screenshot to either Shubham or me, we will coordinate with you and we'll refund you the entire money. So that's the giveaway which is going on. So we spoke about brave things. We spoke about intelligent things. We spoke about book related things. Now we'll have some fun before the audience question. What do you say?
Okay, that would be interesting.
Yeah. So tell us a joke.
Okay, so that's like very okay. So do you want to, my whole life is, having certain parts which are funny, which, I must have got inspired somewhere in the book also. So it's not a joke, it's a real life incident that happened to me. And there are a lot more. So, so once I, thought of this bunking my Sanskrit lecture in my school. And I went for, just to bunk it, I went for the singing competition rehearsal, what you call it, audition. Okay. And I'm a very bad singer. So I went there for rehearsal. I went there for audition, and there were 2 people only from my house. The other one was also Shubham. I was also Shubham. And unfortunately, the teacher has to select us because there was no one else. And then we ended up singing some patriotic song in front of the whole school. It was really bad, and I felt very insulted because the judge, asked me to come close, and he said that you should never sing again. So this is something. I don't know whether it is a joke or whether it is a dumb story, but this is something a real life.
Thanks for sharing that. This is a very good incident. If you have to summarize your life in one word, what word would that be? Friends.
Yes. Strange, not strength. Strange.
What? Strange.
Strange from the Strange 5 Hours 20 Minutes.
Okay. Life is strange.
Yeah, it's strange in front of, as per the societal norms and societal point of view.
Okay, we'll take that. So Shubham, you seem like a genuine and nice person. Yeah, that's what we have some. You have a good experience. You are brave. You are intelligent. You have written a book. Are you genuinely this nice person, or this is just a facade?
I see you cannot judge someone. What is the time right now? You cannot judge someone in, in simply 30 minutes. You can be next to the person for the whole life and you cannot know how the person actually is. So you can consider me nice, but again, you cannot judge in 30 minutes.
Because you agreed for this
Yeah,
interview, which is really good, and you're very brave and candid in all your responses. So thanks a lot for that. We'll
thank
go.
you so much.
Yeah, we'll go with audience. So
Yeah,
I think you
please.
talked about
That would be fun.
how involved you get with your character.
That's very. Yeah, thank you, Priyaji. Good to see a new side of Shubham. Okay. So, Granth is like very close to me when we talk about the character, the protagonist of Strange 5 Hours 20 Minutes. Granth is very close to me because, as the name suggests, Granth, it has that deep character that I have portrayed because I am very much into putting that minor details of the character. At the same time, it has the depth of the of not seeing anything out of the outside world, but still having that knowledge. And plus, I had this character in my mind from 2013, so I have worked almost like for 10 years, for n number of times on the same character. So definitely, I am very much involved with the character. But again, Granth is very adventurous, spontaneous. I am very pre-planned, and I think before doing. I properly plan before making any decision. So that's the difference. But definitely, Granth is very. I'm very much involved with the character.
Brilliant, man, brilliant. Okay, so just the final call for giveaway. Everyone who is listening to this or watching this live session, please go ahead and buy the book now. Take a screenshot of your purchase and send the screenshot to either me or Shubham, and you'll get the refund. That's the giveaway we are doing. 2 books are there, so we have 2 books to give away. I think Priyaji took 1 book already, so you still have got 1 book where you can get this book, and then if you enjoy that, that will be really good. Okay, so before we close on, any other questions from our lovely audience who is so
Yeah, please.
supportive and
I'm enjoying it. There are no questions. There are just appreciation that I'm way too mature as per my. Thank you, RCG. Perfect.
so if there are no questions, then we will close the call. Shubham bhai, what do you say?
Definitely.
Oh,
Definitely. It was wonderful session. Thank you for having me. As the first guest on your, show.
yeah.
Let's say that.
So how
Yeah.
is the format? Is it okay? There's
Yeah,
a
let's
for you.
discuss. What's next? Will you be continuing the same genre and what next are like similar questions? So definitely Priyaji and RPG, I will definitely continue in the same genre because I am personally very much interested in reading, such kind of books, and I have somewhere inspired by the same since my early childhood. So I will be definitely continuing in mystery, thriller, in erotica as well, in somewhere related to spirituality, but not in direct form again, in the form of mystery and thriller, like because everything connects us to the universe and everything. I believe that the universe is guiding us at every point of time, whenever we feel stuck. So definitely, I'm going to continue. Thank you. And there is already in the process also. So let's stay tuned.
Brilliant, yeah. So again, a final shout out. Anyone who wants to buy the book, they can buy the book now. Shubham and I agreed to give 2 books away. He'll refund you the money if you send a screenshot to either him or me. Now, if there are no more questions, we'll close the call.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you everyone who has joined. Thank you Vikas Bhai for having me.
Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Bye
So I'll just close this
bye.
now.